Okay, my name is Lauren Sacco, and I'll be reviewing Laura Dicker's lesson plan for Othello and her Prezi presentations. When I first looked at this, I am familiar with it because we worked on an Othello unit together, and the only difference I can really see, she made a few differences or different points with this lesson plan, but the major difference I saw is that she's using this with a general level class, and we had chose gifted. And after reading through, there's a few parts where I might suggest maybe using a different strategy, just because I'm not sure if a general education class would be interested. But at the same time, since this is such a fun activity and using Prezi really does captivate people, I think maybe it could work out. I guess it just depends on the type of class you have. But I really liked how she set everything up. It's pretty straightforward using Prezi to create a visual map, and that is a great way to have kids actually see the relationships of characters, because it is hard in various Shakespeare plays to see all those interconnected workings that he has, especially with the names that may not be familiar to them, and just they already have kind of a language barrier there, so this will be a way to really break down everything to make sure they understand it. I think the way she broke down a rough draft due before they use a computer is really smart, because there is that tendency for kids, if they go right to a computer and she's trying to tell them what to do with Prezi, for it to just get out of hand and it not really, it would take 2 days to just get them started. So I think having a rough draft of their character and using this think, pair, share strategy that she has here on number 1 in procedures is really smart, because they'll fill out that worksheet, which I have pulled up right here, and I really love the setup of this worksheet, because as you can see, it has all the main characters that she wants them to connect, and then she gives them some guidance with the is and loves, but they still have a lot of freedom to fill out. And I think individually they'll find a lot of differences, but also in pairs they might realize something that their other person missed that they don't have. So having that, it gives them freedom but still enough guidance, and I think that works really well with the general level. I think she thought about that well with there. And then once she introduces the assignment, I think it's good to use that basic video that Prezi has, because when I first watched it, it really did help with starting off on Prezi. And then just having the kids be able to choose between working in pairs or independently is great, because they might have had, that might connect what they have with Think, Pair, Share activity. They might have come up with something really good together, or they might have had their own thing and just different ideas from their partner and want to move on in separate ways. But, and again, with this sketch of the first draft, that's great. And then students doing the project and having, she allowed herself a few days for them to do it, so that progress report slip really comes into play, because this is another thing where they're talking about just being straightforward with your kids, and you can actually say, how far did you get completing this assignment, and do you feel like you're in a good place today, and will you be able to finish tomorrow? It's kind of like what we talked about with writing letters to each other. It just puts it out on the table, and they're able to talk to you instead of just hiding it and being nervous about trying to get it all done tomorrow. You'll be able to find out. So I thought that was pretty good to have that progress report, and you're going to be able to see right away what they have to offer for that day. And then I thought her rubric was really planned out well. Laura, you didn't give me much to criticize you on, but I think that's great. With the conflict map, they see right away what they're supposed to be doing, and they need to see that before, and this direction's pretty straightforward. So I think it's just very straightforward and doable. I'm just a little concerned with that technology, and Prezi does get a little finicky with us. I know even when we just do it, and we've done a few Prezis in classes before, sometimes it just doesn't want to work. But I'm sure that's just going to get better in time, and maybe if the kids have already had some sort of introduction to it, it'll make it a little bit easier. I think her differentiation is great on this lesson plan. It gives a lot of options for the kids, from that open worksheet to having them brainstorm activities with them by themselves or with partners. So I'm really impressed with this lesson, and I think it'll work out great. Good luck, Laura. Bye.